Wala pong audio, sir.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes po, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so thank you. Okay, so let's start, no? So last time, we talked about the IKO, the FAA, AFIR, no? Then also under the IKO, we talk about also the International Air Transport Association, okay? Then of course, we talk about the Federal Aviation Administration and its regulation, no? Or the Federal Aviation Regulation na for the aviation, that is 100, that is 50, no? 50, ano yan, 50 federal regulations, no? 50 CFR or what we call Code of Federal Regulation. Yung sa aviation at saka sa aerospace sa US, no, nasa ano siya, nasa Title 14, okay? Then of course that is the old one, which is the arm of the ICAO in implementing the regulations for the aviation, no, and airspace. Then of course sa US, hinati niya yan, kinuha niya yung sa FAR or the Federal Aviation at saka yung isa, yung National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So hinati. Okay? Now dito sa EASA naman, which is a counterpart, naging counterpart ngayon ng FAA, yung European Aviation Safety Agency. Dati ano yan, tinatawag yan na Joint Aviation Agency, no? Or JAA, na naglalabas sila ng regulation which is what you call Joint Aviation Regulation. Okay? But unfortunately, wala siyang teeth, no? Wala siyang ngipin para mag-implement ng requirements, no? Binago nila based on the resolution of the European Union, then they created the European Aviation Safety Agency. Okay? So, nung nag-create sila ng European Aviation Safety Agency, nagkaroon na rin ng EMSA, no? Yung European Maritime Safety Agency. So, dalawa yon. So, sa atin, we are following the European Aviation Safety Agency guidelines for our aircraft, which is European made. Okay? Now, of course, hindi masyado ano yan, yung regulation kasi natin matagal na rin eh. Matagal na nag-start yan. Eh ngayon medyo problema nila yung sa maritime kasi nagsisimula pa lang yung European Maritime Safety Agency, no? So that's another thing, okay? Then of course, since we have now the FAA and we have EASA, yung nakopya natin halos, so yung nakopya ng Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines or yung ginawa nilang pattern is FAA. Kaya tayo ngayon, naka-pattern tayo sa FAA na some requirements of EASA is not treated in our CAAP. Wala siya. Kasi sa CAAP, base lang yan sa requirements na in-issue ng FAA. Ngayon kasi yung nung gumawa yung EASA, medyo enhanced, no? Maganda yung pagkakagawa kasi meron nga sila tinatawag na Continuous Airworthiness Management Organization at saka meron sila ng Design Organization Approval at saka Design Production Approval, no? Sa FAA, parang wala kasi counterpart na ganun. That is why sa CAAP, wala rin tayo ganun. Okay? So dito sa atin, hindi tayo nagre-regulate ng design ng aircraft or airspace vehicle. Okay? So yun ang kwento. Now, of course, what is Boeing? Boeing is of course a US made. So most probably, of course, it is a compliance with the requirements of the FAA. And of course, yung Airbus, which is another aircraft manufacturer, is also identified with the European Aviation Safety Agency. Okay? So EASA approves siya. Now, there is of course a reciprocity. If European country bought a Boeing, it should be certified, it will be certified by EASA to fly on their airspace. If American countries, no, or North America or South American countries, no, bought an Airbus aircraft, so it will also be certified by the FAA so that it will fly on their airspace. Okay, that is your what you call reciprocity. Okay, so yun. So they are the one which is dictating the design and production of the aircraft. Now we are only talking here about civil aviation, no? So alam naman natin na European Airbus is also working on military aircrafts, no? And also Boeing is making military hardware also. Okay, not restricted in aircraft but also missiles, no? And of course some others, no? So lahat pinasukan na nila. Okay, so dito pag-usapan lang natin is civil aviation. Okay, now the course, no, that we had today, of course, your civil air regulation. So as I've said, when we talk about the coverage of the ICAO and of course the coverage of RA 11363, so you can see that there is a space alliance or space laws, no, which was being regulated by signatories, no, country signatories which has a space exploration. So natural, nariyan yung Russia, nariyan yung US, China, India, Pakistan, so on. So tayo, kung space explorations tayo, so siyempre we have to join them and of course it needs, of course may bayad yan. Magbabayad ka, siyempre. No? And you will be inspected also just to certify you na ready ka, no? Kasi hindi pa pwede na kada palipad mo, babagsakan mo yung mga katabi mong bansa, no? Babagsakan mo ng debris, no? So, may mga ganyan na assurance, no? So, sa atin, hindi tayo papasok roon kasi yung course natin is, of course, civil air regulation lang. So, dito lang tayo lilipad sa atmosphere, okay? Now, yung pinaka in charge sa klase si Berlo, no, pinaward ka na sa kanya yung yung part 1 and part 2. Actually, these are downloadable, okay, sa Kaap website. Now you can see that if you will not finish the manuscript, no, it will now be your asynchronous. You will read it, no, and it will be a part of our lecture, no. Kasi hindi natin pwedeng himay-himay niya, maubos yung time natin baka. Kasi part 18 yan hanggang part 18, no? So, saan pa lang tayo? Kailan pa lang tayo? Dala-dalawa nga lang, di ba? Then, of course, the rest will be a reading materials, okay? So, malawak kasi, as I've said before nga, this is a 3 units lang to 3 units to, pero sa inyo 2 units. 3 hours to, no? And of course, it only covered, dapat, no? CAR. And of course, yung ethical ng aeronautical engineer, yun lang. Yung sa inyo, generic kasi, generic yung dating. Civil air regulation and professional ethics, no? Sabi kasi, aeronautical professional ethics na nakalagay. So, ano ba pagkakaiba nyo? So, specific, no? Nakalagay yun sa implementing rules and regulation ng Presidential Decree 5070 that created aeronautical engineering profession. Yun. Okay, so sa ngayon, I have to show you na our topic, no? Okay, as you can see, this is already a PDF file, no? PDF file which was downloaded from the website. You can see that this is a Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, okay? CAA Philippines. So, this is uh, acceptable with any other country which is outside of the Philippines. Kasi meron sila CAA Singapore, CAA Hong Kong, CAA Malaysia, CAA China, CAA Turkey, and of course yung iba, Civil Aviation Safety Agency, CASA naman yung iba, pero that is the same. CAA rin niya. Katulad yung PNG, which is Papua New Guinea, ginamit nila is CASA, which is Civil Aviation Safety Agency. No? But of course, according to ICAO, yung previous discussion natin, it should bear the name CAA, no? So, dati kasi itong logo na to, nakalagay rin, CAAP, CAAP. Okay? Then of course, ibinaba na nila sa baba. Okay? So, CAA yan. Now, take note that these licenses, which is being issued by CAA, is also applicable to other countries, no? If you are a pilot, no, you have a license issued by CAA, you can travel anywhere. That is recognized, no? If you are an aircraft mechanic, that is recognized kasi CAA yan. Philippines, okay? If you are a aircraft mechanic, a technician, or avionics, no? Dilipat kasi ibang bansa, that is applicable, no? Acknowledge siya kasi that is a CAA, which is, of course, a regulatory authority compliant with the International Civil Aviation Organization. Actually guys, talo pa nga dito yung yung mga lisensya namin sa Aeronautical Engineer. Kasi sa Aeronautical Engineer, inisyu lang siya ng Professional Regulation Commission ng Philippines, and that is jurisdiction. Jurisdiction niya lang dito sa Pilipinas, okay? You're practicing your profession inside the Philippines. Pero ito mga ito, pagka ito may lisensya, malupit yung mga lisensya ito. Kasi meron akong pamakin. Siya, avionics, no? Nasa, siya, United Emirates. So, doon siya nag-work. Wide-bodied airplane yung hinahawakan niya ron. Doon na nga nag-stay. Okay? So, kasi, yan, recognize yung mga lisensya nila. Now, sa amin, what will we do is to apply for a recognition. So, we have to take the examination so that we will get the LAE. Sa Middle East kasi tawag LAE. So, pagka dala namin lisensya namin roon, then of course, mag-exam kami ng LAE, or that is Licensed Aircraft Engineer. Okay? So, that's another thing. Pero itong mga mekaniko, diretso yan, direkta yan, nakarekta sila lahat. Okay? Kasi nga naman, yung PRC is just a jurisdiction. Okay? Pupunta kami ng US, so we have to get an examination also or certification. Unless otherwise, meron yan exception. Assuming na ASEAN engineer ka, yan. Member kami rin, kasama kami rin. ASEAN engineer or APEC engineer. So pagka APEC ka, yung Asia Pacific Economic Community, no, license. So kahit nasa US ka, dala-dala mo yung PRC mo, recognize ka kasi APEC engineer ka. And the other one is ASEAN engineer. Of course, dyan sa Batsu, marami tayong kasama rin na ASEAN engineer. Okay? May APEC na nga rin yata rin. So, yun, yung malupit. Okay? So, just to give you a glance, no? Okay? So, we have here your Republic Act or the Civil Aviation Regulation Part 1. Okay? CAR. Part 1 niya kasi 18 to Part 18 lang to. Sa Part 1, it covered only the general policies, procedures, and definitions. Okay? So, punta natin yan. So, ito ngayon yan, Board Resolution number 2008025. No? So, this is the Civil Aviation was created under the Republic Act 9497 that started and took effect 23 March 2008. Okay? So, basahin nyo lang yan. So, that is comply with the ICAO annexes, siyempre. And of course, it comprises of Board of Directors. So, nakita na natin last time, yung creation ng 9497, meron siya mga Board of Directors, right? So, we have now your Part 1. This is the coverage of the CAR. We have part 1 is general policies. Part 2, personnel licensing. This was already sent to Berlo, okay, for dissemination to the class. No? We have approved training organization, aircraft registration and markings, airworthiness, approved maintenance organization. Take note, aircraft registration and markings. No? So pati yan nire-regulate, hindi ka basta-basta maglalagay ng marking sa aeroplano mo. Okay? Approved maintenance organization, instrument and organization, operations, air operation certification, commercial air transport by foreign air carrier, aerial works. So that is part 11. Pero hanggang part 18 na to ngayon. Okay? So this is resolved in 2011. No? So ito yung nakapirma. Hindi pumirma si chairman. Okay, si Dilima, kunwari, Robledo. Okay, si Kaap, Gutierrez, and so on. So ayan, no? So may Secretary of Tourism pa. Okay, so you must know all the department which is under the CAAP, ha? So ito ngayon, records of amendments. Now if you will recall, no, our discussion during the topic on the Federal Aviation Administration, no, there is a recording, no. They are issuing regulations, okay? Then this regulation is being amended. If you will recall it, it is being amended, and this amended will be reflected on the records, okay? So assuming na meron tayong ibinigay na regulation, and after a month, naglagay tayo ng amendment, ilalagay ka yun, automatic nakalagay ka yung amendment. So that amendment, dapat niya mabasa niya ng airmen. Okay? Who are these airmen? These airmen are those who are working in the airplane. No? So alam niya natin yan kung sino yung airplane na yan. Airmen na yan. And of course, we have what you call the air operators. Air operators, no? Yung mga nag-ooperate ng aircraft. Okay? Dapat from time to time, binabasa nila yan. Binubuksan nila yung website para makuha nila yung latest na amendments. Okay? As I've said to you nga, if you will sleep for 5 years, paggising mo, tapos sinaba ka rito sa regulation, outdated ka. Kasi with the span of year, sigurado ang dami na palitan. Outdated na ang alam mo. Okay? So this is a ongoing, no? Wala rin itong fix eh. Hindi ka pwede mag-fix ng regulation. Nagbabago yan dito sa atin, no? Diba? Dito nga sa atin yung regulation o na constitution, di ba? So medyo mahirapan, di ba? Pero dito, kasi life yung pinag-usapan rito at safety, kailangan nagbabago ka ng pagbabago. If there are things na biglang nakita na kailangan baguhin, kailangan i-amend ka agad. And this amendment should reflect sa records. So these records from the CAAP is of course updated. Okay? So from time to time, binabasa yan ng secretary. Pupunta siya, binabasa niya, and he will report or she will report to the boss kung ano yung nababago para updated. Okay? So may kita nyo rito, there is an insertion, di ba? So we have first amendment, okay, original issued, di ba? March, April, May, June, di ba? So March, April, May, June. So March siya nag-start 2008 yung CAAP, by 23 June meron na siya agad. Yan, no? So we have ito si Siron, okay? Then we have amendments, no? So nakalagay ka diyan part 1.1.1.1a, 6 and B regarding definition of approved and signs and symbols. Changes on the definition of the following: airman, approved, state, safety program, and standard atmosphere. Now, ito kumisa kasi inappropriate at saka awkward yung gamit ng terminology. So, pati terminology binabago just to be accurate. Now, take note, guys, sa atin, no, sa aviation or in our field, no, na highly technical, we should be we should be concise, no, with our definition. Our definition will give us safety. And our definition will give us an accident pagka mali yung pagkakabigay mo. Okay? So that is why, pag yung piloto nakipag-usap sa air traffic controller, all you have to do is to repeat it. Repeat. Okay? Wala namang problema kung i-repeat mo eh. Di ba? So sabi niya, okay, take vector and get get vector runway 2L. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nakaparallel yan. Dalawa yung runway mo. Meron kang 2R at saka 2L. Right yung isa, left yung isa. Okay? So, siyempre, sasabihin mo, okay, taking runway 2L. Okay? Commencing vector runway 2L. Inuulit. Okay? So, okay lang ito makulit. Di ba? Hindi mo sasabihin na, and of course, sasabihin mo copy or yes or affirmative. Okay? Or kindly repeat. Yun yan. Okay? So dito naman, there is changing of definition on the following. No? So dito hindi natin malaman kung ano to. So nakita natin meron. So pupunta natin yan doon sa part 1.1.1.1. Okay? Kung ano talaga yung nangyari dito sa changes of definition on the following. Yan. Second amendment, inclusion of vertical bars on the previous amendments. Okay? Si Lieutenant General William K. Hotchkiss III. No? Nung umupo to, si General Hotchkiss, no, kinuha niya ako na DME or Deputized Maintenance Examiner. Naging DME ako under kay General Hotchkiss. Okay? So, siyempre, nung umalis siya rin ako. Kasi, ano yan eh. Hindi ka pwede kasama ka lang niya. Third Amendments. Okay? 1.5 Safety Management System. New subtitle based on Annex 6, Amendment 33, 34, 35, and 36. Okay? So, nakita mo yan. So, you will look now on the loob nitong Part 1. Okay? IS 1.5 Safety Management. No? Changes on definition of the following: accelerate, stop distance available, airworthy, alternate airport, aerodrome, heliport, approach and landing operations using instrument approach procedures, continuing airworthiness duty period, engine, enhanced vision system, extended diversion time operation. So ito fuel to eh. Ito nga. Extended diversion time operation, critical fuel. Take note guys, pagka lumanding ka sa runway, pag landing mo sa runway, kailangan meron kang reserve 30 minutes of fuel. Okay? 30 minutes. So, the volume of fuel will not be the same for different aircraft. Baka malakas gumamit ng fuel yung yung engine mo. So, in 30 minutes mo is very large from the other which is very small airplane. Okay? Basta usapang 30 minutes siya. So, alam niyo naman niya bakit meron. So, of course, that is a requirement. So, sometimes binabago. Pag sinabi ko requirements, baka bukas, hindi. Regulation, di ba? So, binabago ka agad. Fatigue risk management system. So, fatigue risk management system, of course, human to. Flight duty period, head-up display, isolated aerodrome, land distance available, maximum diversion time, navigation specification, point of no return, rest period, state safety program, threshold time. Ano yung tinatawag na point of no return? Okay? Yung point of no return yan, kunyari, pumasok ka sa area na medyo hindi maganda yung panahon. Okay? Bad weather. Okay? And you just found out that the fuel is not anymore capable of returning you to your from your point, no, na pinanggalingan. Okay? So, yan. Okay, sometimes you have to have that, no? point of no return din. No? So, it's either be you ditch on the water or you make an emergency landing. State safety program, threshold time. Threshold, yung matagal kang naghihintay sa baba. Okay? Kasi hindi ka nakakuha ng take-off. Port amendments, we have definition critical engines. No? Actually, during the early years, no, kaya lumabas yung mga Boeing 747 4 engines, no? Na Boeing 747 4 engines. Kasi during those early years, no, sabi ng ICAO, hindi pwede lumipad yung eroplano over a wide body of water using less than 3 engine. Okay? Kaya may mga lumabas na Lockheed 1011, 3 yung makina, isa sa buntot, 2 sa isa pakpak. Isa pakpak, isa at saka sa buntot. Meron 3. Then also, pumasok rin yung 747. 4 na makina. Okay? So, yung 4 na makina yan, siyempre, to make a cross the Pacific Ocean, ang lapad kasi niyan. That is during that time. Pero ngayon, yung mga aircraft natin ngayon is 2 engine lang, kaya tumawid ng Pacific Ocean because of the technology. Kasi malalakas na yung makina ngayon at saka reliable na sila. Okay? Kasi noong araw, medyo questionable pa kaya nilimit yan. And that is the regulation during that time. Pero ngayon kita mo hindi na, di ba? And that is an amendment, di ba? Ginawa na yun ng amendments. Okay. Hindi ka na pwede na bimahe kahit 2 makina naman. 2 makina over a big body of water. Kasi Pacific Ocean, for how many hours nasa ibabaw ka ng tubig. Okay? Above water ka rin. So, just to be sure na you will make tawid, no, to the other island, 4 na makina. Ngayon, hindi na. 2 makina lang. And you know what? The Boeing 747 is now, actually, the Boeing 747 for engine was already decommissioned, no? Inano na siya, in-out na siya, no? Ni-retire na siya. But you know what? Bumalik ang 747 now. Ngayon, the same configuration, the same body, the same fuselage, but 2 engine. Oh, you can search that. No? 2 na yung makina niya. And these 2 makina, no, kaya niyang buhatin yung dating binubuhat ng 4 na makina. Okay? So, tingnan niyo na kung gaano kalalakas yung And one more, yung mga jet engine ngayon, ang liliit pa. Ang liliit pa nila, pero ang lalakas. Okay? So, yung NEO nga lang NEO engine, di ba? So, kita mo ang liit yung ginagamit ng Airbus sa ginagamit na rin ng Boeing Air. Pero, ano siya, matindi, no? Accordingly, yung blade niya, ceramics, no? So, magaan. Okay? So, dati bakal, di ba? Metal, ngayon, ceramics, no? So, yung malupit, di ba? Kasi gumagamit ka ng propeller ngayon, yung mga Tecnam. Propeller ngayon ng Tecnam, yung 22006. Ano siya carbon fiber, no? Composite yung propeller ng eroplano. Hindi siya aluminum. Okay? But of course, after 1,000 hours, pinapalitan na yun. Kahit okay pa siya. So, ayan, no? So, what will you use with the critical engines, no? Critical engines, dito rin niya, sinabi Hotchkiss na paano mo i-manage yung critical engines, no? So, assuming na twin engines ka, nag-shutdown yung isa, so you have 1 critical engines, okay? So, nasa yan? Nasa Appendix A, okay? Then, approved training organization, and medical assessor. So, amendments rin yan. So, yan, daming amendments, di ba? Organization responsible for the type design, state of manufacture, type certificate, type design. Okay, ito kay si Jongko naman. Okay? Ito si Jongko, graduate. Retired to sa PAL. Ito siyempre, si Hotchkiss, galing sa Air Force yan. Okay? Kaya mga idol natin yan. Okay? Si Hotchkiss noon yung nagtaas sa atin sa category 1. Kasi, after nung 911, siyempre galit yung FAA kasi napabagsak yung 2 tower nila, yung World Trade Center. Sinilip nila yung Philippines na hindi raw tayo safety. Di ba paano yan? Sila nga ang hindi safe. Di ba nalusutan sila ng terrorist, tayo hindi. No? So, ginawa tayong category 2. Now, the problem with category 2 is that different airline outside of the Philippines will limit their flight. So, pagka nilimit yung flights, economy, babagsak yung economy natin yan kasi wala tayong tourism, right? So, nung umupo to si Hatskis, trinabaho niya yan. Kaya nabalik tayo sa category 1. Okay? Kaya may mga, ano kasi rin, may mga politika rin. So, ito magaling yan. Okay, definition, airport operating minima, continuous descent, final approach. Continuous descent, okay. Bibigyan ko na kayo kagad yung continuous descent, ganito yan. So pagka malayo pa yung aeroplano, no? Malayo pa, bababa na yan. Dahan-dahan na yan nagde-descent. That is your continuous descent approach, okay. Pag landing mo, dire-diretso ka, eksakto ka sa runway. Shoot ka sa runway, no? Basta wag kang ipa-go around. Let's say may problema, may incursion, no? May incursion. So alam mo yung incursion, yung bumabara sa runway. So go around ka, may problema. Pero kung dire-diretso lang, okay lang yan. Kasi it will save fuel, no? Kasi usually ginagawa ng piloto, pag na-level flight siya, bababa yan. Bababa, then level flight. So pagka bubaba ka, nag-level flight ka, you need power again. Kasi you have to maintain your level flight. Pababa ka na naman, then you level flight, power na naman yan, kailangan mo ng fuel. Pag ganun ka ng pag ganun. Until sa time na lalanding ka na, okay? Pero they just found out na yung movement pong ganun at saka yung continuous descent approach mo will minimize fuel. Okay? So, yun. So, dito, tinagay niya continuous descent final approach. No? Decision altitude or decision height. Okay? So, meron ako kasing kumpare na nagwo-work sa Saudiya, okay? So kasama siya sa flight crew as a flight engineer, okay? So matanda na yung piloto na Arabo, binigyan niya ng instruction na mag-conduct siya ng continuous descent approach, CDA yan. So siyempre pag malapit ka na, final approach na. Pero kung malayo ka pa, continuous descent approach yan. Pag malapit ka na, continuous descent, final approach na yan. Okay? Pero karugtong pa rin yan ng CDA. Okay? So, matanda na yung Arabo, nagalit sa kanya. Binull out siya kasi sabi sa kanya, yun rin yung pinag-practice niya. At saka yung airline, they don't need to save fuel kasi meron naman sila maraming fuel. Kaya mabigat. So, sabi lang, hindi yung problema yung fuel. Bakit mo babaguhin yung procedure na ginagawa ko? Kasi nga, there is an instruction from the top na ibigay sa instruction sa pilot na mag-conduct ng CDA. So, nagalit sa kanya, during that time, pagbalik niya sa Saudi, doon din siya sasakay, okay? Galit sa kanya. So, sumakay siya sa ibang aeroplano. So, nag-request siya. Sabi niya, pagbalik na dito na, sa iba na sasakay sa niya. Kasi nagalit yung Okay? So, may mga ganun kasi mga ayaw nila yung changes, no? They oppose changes. Instrument approach operation, aircraft tracking, combined vision system, COMAT, okay, communication and electronic flight bag. Then enhanced vision, state of the aerodrome, synthetic vision system. Synthetic, of course, siyempre, pagka synthetic yan, hindi yung mata mo yung nakatingin, no? Synthetic. Meron kang ginagamit, may ginagamit kang mata na hindi yung mata mo, okay? Synthetic. Maybe, instrument, okay? Category A, engine, state of manufacture. So, safety management, of course, okay? Contaminated runway, continuous airworthiness records, continuous descent final approach, yan naman, cruise relief pilot. So, sabi ko nga, di ba, nire-retain natin na 3 piloto sa loob, isang captain, isang first officer, at saka isang reserve. Especially kung long-haul flight, kung malayuan, no? Dangerous goods, decision altitude, dry runway, duty period, Okay, fuel, no? EDTO, electronic flight bag, specific approval, state of registry, threshold time, visual meteorological condition, VFC, visual meteorological, okay, so basta na visual. Pagka synthetic, radar ang ginagamit. Then wet runway. So ano yung wet runway? Siyempre, as I've said nga, pag piloto, no, pag ilalanding mo yung aircraft, sinasadya yan na i-hard landing para dumikit ka agad yung gulong sa concrete. Okay? Kasi pag ikaw nag-smooth landing, baka magkaroon ng tinatawag na hydroplaning. Dudulas yung gulong. Dumulas siya sa tubig because hindi siya tumama sa runway. So iba, pagka ibabagsak para dikit yung goma sa konkreto. Okay? So sinasadya yan. Pero pagka dry runway, huwag ka gagawa ng gano'n, no? Kasi ano yan, sigurado ka na may problema yan, no? I-report ka ng aeroplano mismo sa manufacturer. Okay, academic training, acceptance checklist, accident investigation, accountable executive, accountable manager, accredited representative, aerodynamic stall, aeroplane upset, agricultural aircraft operation. So, aerodynamic stall, no? So, kita niya, may idea na kayo niyan. Aircraft certificated for multi-pilot operation, air navigation facilities, aircraft, flight manual, aircraft, technical log, airplane, upset prevention and recovery training, upset prevention and recovery training. Okay? Ano itong ginaganap nito? Papatay mo yung makina sa taas. Okay? Then, i-recover mo yung aircraft. I-recover. Siyempre, itataas mo nang itataas yan. Huwag ka magpatay sa 1,000 feet. Hindi ka re-recover yan, sabihin ko sa iyo. Tama ka sa Earth. Okay? Airplane upset, air traffic safety electronic personnel, altimeter system error. So, why? So, kailangan i-calibrate mo yung altimeter mo. Altimeter. Okay? So, natatandaan niyo pa, siguro di pa kayo pinanganak, yung tumama sa Samal Island noong araw. No? Samal Island yung, ano yan, Air Philippines na 737. Tumama yung eroplano sa tuktok nung puno ng nyug. So, nag-crash. And yung Samal Island na yan, ano yan eh, bago ka lumanding sa Davao Airport, yung pinaka-pattern mo, ibabaw ka ng Samal Island. So, yung eroplano tumama sa ibabaw ng ng nyog. Okay? Sa puno ng nyog. Okay? So, pag tama niya gano'n, nag-crash. So, nakita nila nung nag-crash, siyempre, nagkaroon ng accident investigation. They just found out that Samal Island is very good for resort. So, ngayon kung pupuntahan niyo sa Samal Island, ang daming resort. Kasi because of that aircraft, no, nakita nila na ang ganda ng lugar. Kaya ngayon pupunta ka from Davao, magbabanga ka papunta sa Samal Island, ang daming yung puno-puno ng resort. No? Especially today, this time, no, summer, so marami rin pupunta. Kaya gusto nga nila lagyan ng tulay na yun, ng bridge, no, Samal Island to the mainland, no, ng Davao. Okay? So sumabit. Bakit? Because of the system error, altimeter. Nung panahon kasi sinasabi lang, April yun, summer yun. Nung sumabit yung summer, yeah. Uneventful yung weather eh. Maliwanag. Walang weather disturbance. Sumabit yung aeroplano. So noon, sinabi kagad na pilot's error. Kawawa yung piloto. Ngayon, binago na yun. They are not using pilot's error but human factor. Okay? Hindi na sinasabi na pilot's error. Sinasabi human factor. So, ibig sabihin, not only the pilot but anybody who handled the aircraft can be liable. So, noon, binira agad. Pilot's error. Kawawa. Yung piloto, galing sa Air Force. Okay? So, sumabit. Okay? So, chinek nila ngayon chinek nila yung so ito, kita mo, amendments yan Kailan po to? Amendments na to. 2022. May kailan lang, di ba? Pero may nangyari na noong araw. So, ito. So, chinek nila yung conversation between the air traffic controller and the pilot, no? Sabi ng air traffic controller, please increase your altitude at least 500 feet because you're flying too low. Sabi ganun. Sabi naman ng piloto, kasi synthetic yung ginagamit niya using altimeter. Sabi niya, no problem, my aircraft has sufficient altitude to to reach the airport. Sufficient altitude. Pero nakita siya na masyado siya bababa, nakita ng air traffic controller. So ibig sabihin, ang linaw nung weather, no? Kitang-kita. I think unlimited yung visibility, no? Malayo yung nakikita. Okay? Then the problem, sumabit. So patay lahat yan. Patay lahat sila. So yun, chinek. And of course, with that, they just found out that a month before, the aircraft conducted a instrument repair. Nag-instrument repair siya. Okay? And one of the instrument which was touched by the technician is the altimeter. Iyon. Iyon ang naging cause. Okay? So, it's not a pilot's error, but it is a human factor. Okay? So, kawawa kasi pag pilot's error ka, di ba? Natural, siya yung kapitan, di ba? So, angle of attack, Annex 13, approach to stall, approach procedure with vertical guidance, appropriate national authority, approval, okay. Approved data, air navigation, RNAV, article, assessment, autopilot system, automatic deployable flight recorder, authority, baggages, behavioral indicator, banner, beyond visual line of sight, beyond. Bridge training, calendar day, calendar month, calendar year, cargo aircraft, causes, certificated, approved maintenance organization. Tignan nyo mga ito, sasabihin mo ba yan sasabihin mo, ay okay na yan. Okay na yan, naintindihan na nila. Take note guys, walang sinasabi rito na naintindihan na or common sense. Huwag mo sasabihin, regarding, hanap tayo rito approved data. Okay, approved data. Nagsabit sila, ganyan. May discrepancy. Ano gagawin natin? Okay na yan. Naintindihan naman nila na may discrepancy sila. Hindi ganoon. Kailangan ilagay mo na amendment na i-indicate mo rito kasi the other airline might doing the same thing. Okay? Filing of manifest, gano'n, lahat, so on, and so forth. So, hindi mo sasabihin na pagka nakita nyo na may problema, hindi mo sasabihin na, okay na yan, sinabihan ko na siya So, hindi gano'n. Pag sinabihan mo na siya, it should be amended here, no? There should be a reiteration that everybody should be aware of this and that. Okay? Yan, baggages. Ano yung baggages? Siguro, paano mo isi-secure yung baggage? Baka paglipad ng aeroplano, nagtatalsikan rin yung mga baggages mo. So, it will change the center of gravity of the aircraft. Behavior. Anong behavior to? Baka behavior ng crew. Okay, kasama yan. No? Baka nagbumura ka roon or may mga flight attendant, di ba? Kaya, yun, kung bisan, nagigigil na sa'yo, hindi pa sila nagagalit. No? Kasi yun yung training nila. So, the chairman, sino si chairman, no? Baka chairman ng airline, chairman ng authority or what? Check airman, aircraft, airplane, helicopter. Okay, check airman, simulator. So, simulator ay yung synthetic training na sinasabi. Synthetic, kasi ginagamit mo parang PS5, okay? PS5, okay? Para PS5 lang. So, synthetic yan, sinasabi. Simulator. Pero siyempre, actual, yung totoong aircraft na inilipad mo. Competency-based training. Ano yung competency-based training? Baka recurrency. 5 buwan ka na hindi lumilipad. Hindi. 3 lang. 3 buwan ka na hindi lumilipad. Hindi ka pwede pasakayin kagad ng aeroplano. Magkaroon ka ng recurrency. Baka 10 hours. Doon ka sa synthetic papupuntahin. Palilipa rin ka sa synthetic, no? Kasi medyo mahaba yung bakante mo, di ba? So, yun, yung tinatawag na competency-based training, baka kasama rin yung recurrency. Recurrent, no? Complex airplane. So, what are those complex airplane? Siguro yung mga experimental. Okay? So, siyempre, nakita mo complex airplane. So, punta natin dito sa ano yan? Dito, Appendix A, no? Baka may mga changes, no? Certificated Approved Maintenance Organization. Okay. Then, critical system malfunction, dangerous goods accidents, dangerous goods incident, dangerous goods transport documents, di ba? So ito, may mga baggies kasi, parang yan, merong kasi usually kasi may mga dangerous goods, but sometimes may mga ganyan na nangyari. Now, who are those responsible for the goods, no? Which was being transported? So ito mabigat kasi pagka dangerous goods accident, no? Dangerous goods incident, dangerous goods transport documents, no? Katulad niyan, can you consider a dog which is a dangerous goods? Kasi meron German Shepherd, no? Transport from the aircraft. Siguro nakita niyo sa report, no? Transport sa aircraft, okay? So yung aircraft na yan, kinuha na yung aso, no? Fully grown na German Shepherd, no? Ewan ko lang kung German Shepherd yun o Pitbull, no? Basta aso siya, okay? Then, in the warehouse, pinagsama-sama roon, may mga manok roon na, alam niyo yung mga manok roon na yung isang manok, 75,000 yung cost, di ba? So, nakalagay roon, nakasalansan yun, okay? Nakawala yung aso, pinagangat-ngat yun. Dinali yung mga yung mga manok. So, yun, mga pasabog, di ba? Siyempre, mamahalin yan, di ba? Yung ba, 300,000 yung isang manok eh. Siyempre, pagka nila isinasabog yun, hindi ka pupusta ng 100, di ba? So, siyempre, mas malaki bilyon laban. So, yun, tinira ng aso, di ba? Kinain sila lahat kasi lalagyan nila karton lang eh. Nung nakatakas yung aso, yung kinain, yung mga pinatay, yung mga manok. Okay, so mga ganun ba, di ba? So, who are the dangerous? So, is the chicken or the dog, di ba? Yung mga ganon. So, syempre, yun din, maglalabas rin sila na ganon. How to handle, no? Developing upset, directly in charge, economic poison, effective length of runway, energy state, equivalent system of maintenance, evidence-based training, exception. Okay ba yan? Extended overwater, okay? Operation, facility, final report, first indication of stall, okay, and so on. So ito, may mga may mga technical yan, no? Kasi first indication of stall. So kumisa nagbi-briefing sila, nilalagay sila ng amendment para ma-briefing yung mga airmen kung ano yan or ma-review sila. Flight path management, flight time, flight operation, officer, flight dispatcher, and so on. So ito, kita nyo naman yung aeroplano, di ba? Yung aeroplano, to make off sa Legazpi, bumangga sa Mayon. Ang ganda-ganda ng weather, bumangga. No-fly zone yun. No-fly zone yung volcano. No-fly zone. Even dito sa sa Taal Lake, hindi ka pwede lumipad riyan sa ibabaw niyan. No-fly zone yan. Pwede, siyempre, kung nasa taas ka, pwede mas mataas. Kasi kung minsan dyan, umiikot yung lalanding rin sa Manila eh. Then umiikot sa ibabaw ng Taal Lake na yan. Pero ang taas, mataas, no? So, siyempre, during that time, we can expect na magkakaroon niya ng amendment, no? Na reiterating na walang lilipad sa ganong, di ba? Kasi ang layo eh. I think that is a 10 kilometers discrepancy. Bakit ka tumama sa bulkan, di ba? Tumama ka ron, no? Within 10 kilometer radius, bakit ka pumasok, di ba? Baka pumasok ka 3 kilometers so, pero hindi ka tatama sa volcano, di ba? So, yung mga ganon. May mga, but of course, iyon, may penalty yun, may fine yun. Kung buhay ka, na nahuli ka, na lumipad doon. Pero kung patay, siyempre yun ang hindi ko alam kung sisingilin ka pa, di ba? Kasi hindi ka naman makakapagbahid na. Okay? Kasi may mga may mga fines yan, no? Violation. Okay, foreign air operator, foreign authority, freight container. So, ano yung freight container? Tayo ngayon, di sa airplane, meron tayong tatawag na freight container, no? Iyan, nakahulma yan sa katawan ng eroplano. Nakahulma. Okay? So, kaya kita mo, pag nilalabas yung mga bagahe, iba-iba yung shape. Meron half circle, merong rectangular, and so on and so forth. Kasi pag pinasok yung sa loob ng eroplano, sa ilalim, para yung Lego. Okay? Parang Lego yan. So, hindi yan gagalaw kasi nakasave yan sa sa fuselage, nakasave siya sa ilalim. Pag ganito pala, yan. Kasi sa ibabaw tao eh. Pag ganyan yan. Dito yan, sa loob. Hindi ka gagalaw rin, nasa loob kayo lahat. Naka-container. Siyempre, yung sa barko, container, rectangular, di ba? Pero sa atin, iba-ibang shape. Depende sa aeroplano. So, kung yung container ng freight container ng 787 should not be used in a 747, siyempre. O kaya Airbus 380, magkakaiba yan, natural. Ground instructor, government, housing, incident, incompatible, instructional system design, okay, instructor, interchange, investigation, so large airplane, okay, lease, wet, least damp or moist, least dry. Okay, ito. Ito may mga term to no sa economics, no. Siguro tapos na kayo ng engineering economics, so aviation engineering economics. May tinatawag yan ng least wet, least damp or moist, and least dry. Okay? Kasi maraming kasama rin eh. Meron ko minsan pagka nag-lease, yung mga eroplano kasi nating iba, hindi naman binili ng cash yan. Yung iba rin, naka-under lease. Yung lease na yan, siyempre, kung minsan, yung lease nila, kasama yung maintenance. Okay, siyempre, meron niyang insurance. Paano yun kung walang maintenance sa kasama? Yun yung dry. Okay? Iyan yung mga term, ha? Pagka sinabi na lease, wet, everything kasama. So, provided yan ng nagpapa-lease ng aircraft. Usually, sa UK yan eh. Yung iba sa UK kasi, wala naman silang airline, pero marami silang pera. Bumibili sila ng aeroplano tapos pinapalis lang nila sa mga airline. Yun ang magandang business, di ba? Bibili ka ng mga aeroplano o ipapalis mo sa Cebu Pac, ipapalis mo sa PAL. Kaya lang yung PAL, bumibili ang puro cash. Cebu Pac ngayon, bumibili na ng cash. Yung maliliit na airline, doon mo ipapalis yan. Okay? Kaya pag yung aircraft under the lease, ano yan? Lipad ng lipad yan para makabawi. Kasi pag yan, ground mo, talo ka kasi wala kang pambayad, di ba? So, meron tayong dry, siyempre siguro hindi kasama yung maintenance, so on, sagot mo na yung insurance, so on. Tapos there is also a least damp or moist, no? So, yan. So, yung mga ganon, no? Line operating flight time, line-oriented flight training. Line operating flight time, okay? Line-oriented flight training. Line. So pagka line yan, ibig sabihin, that is an operating aircraft. Okay? So you have the flight time and the other one, you have the flight training. Loss of control in flight. Ito yung mabigat. Loss of control in flight. No? Let's say lumuwag yung rigging mo. Okay? So hindi nagpapunction yung mga control system. So maintenance control manual, maintenance procedures, major modification, major repair, maneuver, base training, minimum descent altitude, yan na naman. Modification, and so on. Okay, obstacle clearance altitude or obstacle clearance height. So, we have a non-contracting state. Okay, so halo-halo, meron siyang technical, may documentation, and so on. Non-precision approach, procedure. Okay. Non-precision approach, medyo manual. Okay, kasi pagka-precision, instrument yung gumagawa niya, no? Obstruction clearance on airplane training, operations specification, overhaul, overpack, owner, package, packaging, passenger aircraft, passenger exit seats, performance-based navigation, pace of flight, post-stall regime. Okay? So, marami. Remotely piloted aircraft, no? So, pinasukan na yung mga drone na tinatawag. I think part 11 to. Part 11, no? Nasa part 11 yan eh. Remotely piloted aircraft. Remotely piloted air system. Drones. Drones yan ha. Ito, remotely piloted aircraft. Yan yung mga remote aircraft. Ito yung remotely piloted aircraft system. This is yung drone. Republic of Philippine Aircraft. RP. RP, nakatatak rin. Okay. So, yan. Safety management, and so on and so forth, and so forth. Okay, kaya yung aircraft namin nun, di ba galing ako sa government, no? Yung aircraft namin sa flying school nila, sabi ko na ng mga piloto ko, Sabi niya, sir, lilipad kami ron. Mag-flyby kami somewhere dito sa may Quezon. Sa may Quezon, between Lubang, Quezon yan. Sabi ko, kailangan huwag kayo lilipad na mababa kasi yung ano natin, yung RP. Yung ano namin, yung aircraft namin is RP 2200. Kasi pagka commercial kasi nakalagay RPC. Ibig sabihin commercial yan, RPC. Pero pag nagay RP dash number 2200. So that is a state aircraft yan, state. Sabi ko baka paputok ka kay Ryan. Sabi ko kasi may mga nasa bundok, di ba? Makita may umikot-ikot rin na RP. So, yun. Sabi lang, o nga, no? So, kami simplisan, isip-isip rin. Di ba? So, spin, stall event, and so on. So, ang dami niyan, di ba? Total vertical error. Okay, so these are all amendments. So, makikita mo, huwag na natin niya masyadong air traffic services, fatigue, flight recorder, performance-based communication, performance-based surveillance. Okay? So, yan, ang dami, di ba? Record communication performance type. Okay? Record surveillance performance specification. Ito ngayon na to kay Antonio. Ito yung bago ngayon, si Tamayo. 13 amendments, accredited representative, advanced aircraft, basic aircraft, ED2 na naman, critical fuel note, operational credit. Kita nyo umaandar di ba? There's a lot of amendments pagka binabago kasi this is regulation. So sa regulation, kailangan mong i-state. Okay? Hindi pa pwede rito chismis lang na by ikwento mo ron. Ito, ilalabas mo lahat rito. Okay, nakalagay lahat. Yan. So, what are the effective page, no? Effective pages. So, sabi niya, yung effective pages nito is I, dash V, and so on. Tapos dito, ito yung mga pages na naapektuhan. So, ito yung amendment 1.1-1. Tapos ito, original issue, original, amended. Na yung amendment niya, nasa 09, nasa 1.5-1. Amendment dito, nasa IS-2, IS-06, amended. Okay. So, may kita nyo, iyan yung mga effective pages. Take note, effective pages. So, ibig sabihin, pagka binuksan mo yung manual, dito mo makikita sa mga pages na to yan. Yan. Yung mga pages na yan. Nariyan siya. Yan, nariyan. Okay, yan. Nariyan lahat yan. Yung mga amendment 40, nasa IS 50. Yung date niya, 15 January 2024. Bago lang, Ika nyo, bago, di ba? So, yan. So, January, meron, di ba? Di ba, 2024 ngayon, di ba? Yan, meron, may bago. 15 January. Okay. Amendment 14. So, ibig sabihin, updated to kasi kakagaling pa lang to sa kada-download, di ba? Pero kung yung file ko nung 5 years ago pa, wala to. Hindi natin makukuha yung 15 January 2024. Walang amendment, di ba? Nakuha nyo? Okay, so, hindi ka dapat mag-save ng ganito kasi nagbabago siya na nagbabago. Yan. Rules of construction, applicability, and so on. Change of name, and so on. So, yan yung mga sa PICAR Part 1. Okay? So, general procedure. Policies and definitions. So, yan. So, makikita nyo rito, general policy, procedures, and definition. All of the definition of ICAO Annexes 1 through 16, Volume 2, and ICAO Annexes 18 are listed in Appendix A to Part 1 of these regulations. Now, ito klasa, pwede na magbasa nito. Kasi hindi natin dito i-take up yung ICAO Annex 1 through 16, Volume 2, and ICAO Annex 18. Okay? Appendix A to Part 1. Hindi. Kasi ito lang yung pag-uusapan natin dito, yung ina-apply ng Civil Air Regulation. Kasi kung pupunta tayo dito sa ICAO na to, ubus na yung time natin. Dito na lang, abangan na natin siya sa dulo. Yung dulo na yan, yung kaap. Okay? Nariyan yung ICAO May pipeline yung papunta rito, sinesala niya na. Dito na natin abangan. Sa kaap na. Dito na natin. Kasi dito lang tayo nakatutok eh. Pero yung mga mga volume annexes na yan, hindi na natin trabaho yan. Trabaho yan ng kaap. Doon sila nakatingin sa IKO, then of course, nilalagay nila sa kaap. And also, yung internal rin ng civil aviation. Kung may mga changes, ano mangyayari? Automatic ba na babaguhin ka agad ng kaap? Hindi. As I've said nga, lahat na nangyayari dito na there is a discrepancy, i-report niya sa IKO yan. And that IKO will issue an annexes. And that annexes will be implemented by the authority. Okay? Kasi di ba sabi ko nga, lahat yan i-report sa IKO. I-report yan lahat. And this IKO will the one who validate what is happening and they will issue a annexes for implementation or regulation. And that is applicable to all aviation authorities. So, ibig sabihin, kung nangyari dito sa Pilipinas yan, pag nilabas niya, general yan, lahat ng country mabibigyan ng annex na ganun. The problem which was being encountered inside the Philippines will also be given as a requirements to other aviation authorities. So, pare-parehas. So, ibig sabihin, kung nagkaroon tayo ng squawk dito sa loob ng Pilipinas, there is a possibility na magkaroon rin ng squawk sa other country. And kung dito nangyari sa atin yan, bago mangyari sa kanila, nare-regulate na agad na, nababantayan na nila. Okay? So, yun. Okay? So, hindi mo sasabihin na atin to, gumaya na lang sila. No. Kasi pagka nagbaba yung IKO, lahat yan makakatanggap ng ganun. And they will, of course, if you will go with the CAA Hong Kong, CAA Singapore, CAA Malaysia, the same annex yung marireceive nila at saka the same amendment yung ilalagay nila. Although, hindi nila naranasan. Diba? Hindi naman nila naranasan pero they should be aware. Awareness yan. Kaya nga, you should be ano ba tayo na? Dynamic, no? Proactive. Tama? Hindi reactive, di ba? Proactive. So, ikaw reactive kasi nangyari. Isinend mo. Yung ibang bansa magiging proactive kasi matatanggap pa nila. Wala pa sa amin, no? Pero i-implement na rin natin. For the guidance of airmen. Okay? So, rules of construction. Ano ba rules of construction? 10:30 shift tayo sa part 2. Yung the rest, basahin nyo na lang. So, nakalagay shall. It indicates a mandatory requirements. Okay, pag sinabi kong you shall, it is a mandatory. It is my requirement. So, you shall. Okay, hindi ko sasabihin na you should. You should kasi it's either be pwede or it will not be okay, di ba? But if that is a shall, that is a mandatory. That is the rules of construction. So kita nyo, masyado silang may pit, di ba? The words no person may or a person may not mean that no person is required, authorized, or permitted to do an act described in a regulation. No person may or a person may not. Okay, very specific, di ba? May indicates that discretion can be used when performing an act described in a regulation. Okay? Pwede kasi sabihin niyang acceptable but it is not mandatory. Kunyari, sinabi mo, pwede ba namin ganito? Yes. You can. That is acceptable. Acceptable, pero at your own risk yan. Acceptable yan Pero hindi ko naman sinasabi yan na it's a mandatory. Diba? Will indicates an action incumbent upon the authority. Includes means includes but is not limited. O, tingnan nyo Includes means includes but is not limited to. Approve means approved by or on behalf of the Civil Aviation Authority in accordance with the pertinent requirements of national regulations. Okay? So, if you say approve, it is based on regulation. It is not based on your intuition. Kaya mo in-approve. Okay? There is a pertinent requirement or national regulations na nasunod mo, kaya ka approve. Pero more than that, baka tomorrow, baka not approve yan. Okay? It depends. Kasi inapprovean ko ngayon because of regulation. Then nung hapon biglang may nangyari, which is related to my approval, tomorrow, you will be notified na i-stop po yan because there is an amendment na a concern, no? A concern is being raised because there is something which might happen, no? So, ikaw, kung na-approve ka, of course, i-retract na yan, okay? Huwag mo na ipilit, no? Hindi rito uso yung na-approve na. Huwag mo ipilit kasi buhay yan. O, bahala ka, lumipad ka, di ba? Lumipad ka, pero yung kapitbahay mo, isang airplane, bumagsak di ba? Okay? So, ganun dito. Acceptable means the authority has reviewed the method, procedure, or policy and has neither objected to nor approved its proposed use or implementation. Acceptable. Okay? Acceptable, di ba? So, acceptable siya. Pwede, acceptable. Okay? Prescribed means the authority has issued written policy or methodology which imposes either a mandatory requirements if the written policy or methodology states shall or a discretionary requirement if the written policy or methodology states may. So yan, basahin niya na. Should indicate a recommended practice. CAA Act means 9497. Sign a symbol, a vertical bar covering a vertical bar covering a sentence or paragraph indicates that the said sentence or paragraph has been amended, which is followed by an enclosed parenthesis indicating the date of amendment. Okay? So, kunyari, nakita mo na yung dinownload mo, meron siyang vertical bar covering a sentence, vertical bar, kunyari, it's sentence. Amendment, may bar, dalawa. Covering a sentence, covering. So, tinakpan. Or a paragraph, indicates, or paragraph siya, ang haba, tapos nilagyan ganon. The sentence or paragraph has been amended, which is followed by an enclosed parenthesis indicating the date of amendment. Okay? So, wag mo na bigyan ng importansya pagka naka-vertical bar siya kasi may amendment siya. Okay? So, this safety na. Safe na safe, di ba? This regulation shall apply to all persons operating or maintaining the following: registered aircraft, aircraft registers in another contracting state that are operated by a person licensed by the Republic of the Philippines and must maintain in accordance with the standard of aircraft state of registry. Okay? So, foreign aircraft siya pero dapat compliant siya sa pinanggalingan niyang registry. Okay? Kasi may ano yan reciprocity naman yan. Kunyari, meron tayong agreement sa kabila, so yung aircraft na papasok nito, so pwede siya mag-operate. Okay, aircraft of other state. Okay, so on. So that is your applicability. Organization of regulation, part refers to the primary subject area, subparts refers to any subdivision of a part, section refers to any subdivision of a subpart, subsection refers to the title or regulation and can be subdivision of a subpart or section. Paragraph refer to the text describing the regulations. All paragraphs are outlined alphanumerically in the following hierarchical order. A, 1, I, A. Abbreviation, and so on. Regulation Amendments Procedure. Yan. So, we have now the Regulation Review Committee. Okay, so meron sila consisting of representative of Flight Standard Inspection Services, FSIS. Kaap yan. Pero sa US, Flight Safety Standard sa FAA. Flight Safety, FSS yan sa FAA. Pero dito, kinopya natin siya, pero binago natin title. Flight Standard Inspectorate Service. Okay, di ba? Enforcement and Legal Service and the Office of ICAO and External Relations, IER. ICAO and External Relations. Okay. Now, tatanungin niya ako, Sir, sa CAA Philippines ba mayroong representative na ICAO na nag-opisina rin? Yes. Kumisan, meron tayo riyang visitor na taga-ICAO just to observe. Okay. So, ganda, no? Ganda pumasok na sa ICAO eh. So, pa-travel-travel ka lang. So, yan. Regulation to the Director General for the attention of the RR Committee. Okay. So, that is a Regulation Review Committee, RR. So, the amendments cycle shall be twice every year in January and July, commencing in January 2009. So, tayo, January and July. Ginaya, di ba? Di ba, tignan nyo sa FAA, meron sila na lahat ng amendment, January, ano ba ang ano sila sa kanila? December ba? Parang ginaya rin. Okay, yan na naman. International Civil Aviation Organization issues amendment to Annexes 1687 or other separate annexes. Letter of transmitter, instruction, replacement pages of CAR, updated table of contents, recording of amendments. So yan, nakalagay lahat. Updated control documents. So meron tayong tinatawag na control documents and meron tayong tinatawag na uncontrolled documents. Di ba? Diba? Kahit sa mga school, ganyan rin. May control documents, pero uncontrolled documents. Uncontrolled documents, anytime pwede mo i-print. Pero yung control documents, hindi mo pwede. Hingi ka pa ng clearance. Yan o. Kaya nakalagay rin sa baba, uncontrolled copy when downloaded. Uncontrolled, ha? So, ibig sabihin, ito, pag pumunta ka sa CAAP website, automatic kaya mo i-download ka agad to. Ayaw mo, napindot mo lang, pumasok di ba? Nakita mo na, nasa download mo na. Yan, uncontrolled kasi yan. Ito talagang bakante yan. Okay. General Administrative Rules governing testing licenses and certificates. Display and inspection of licenses. No? Pilot license, flight instructor, airman license, medical certificate. Meron yung medical certificate. No? Approved training organization. Aircraft Certificate of Registration, ACR. Aircraft Airworthiness Certificate. Approved Maintenance Organization, Aerial Work, Air Operator Certificate, Inspection of License. Okay? Yung license nila rito is 5 years na. Yung sa mekaniko is 5 years. Okay, validity. Okay? Sa pilot, parang yearly pa rin kasi they need to undergo medical examination. Change of name. So, basahin yan, Change of address. Replacement of a lost or destroyed airman license or medical certificate or knowledge test report. Okay? Now, tanong, yung license in-issue ng CAAP, yung medical certificate ba in-issue ng ibang hospital? Hindi. Sa loob ng CAAP, meron sila riyang clinic. Yung mga nariyan is air surgeon. Air surgeon. So, alam nila yung sickness sa air. Air surgeon. Alam nila yan. So, hindi ka pwedeng magpa-medical exam sa ibang hospital tapos dadali mo yung resulta doon. No. Sila magkakandak. Okay? Kaya yung mga kilala natin yan, kung bisan, halos, pag may edad, mataas yung uric acid. O mataas yung uric acid mo, bigyan kita ng 1 week, pababain mo. Mga ganun ba? So, anong gagawin niya? So, diet, takbo. Pagbalik, normal. Yun. Diba? So, kunyari, mataas yung pagka-BP kasi medyo tagilid ka rin, di ba? An airman or applicant shall state in the request letter. Yan. So, yun na. Yan. So, falsification, reproduction, or alteration of application, licenses, certificates, logbook, reports, or records. Ito, kumisan, pinipeke nila pinipeke. Kasi, naging connected ako sa isang deployment agency na nade-deploy ng mga aircraft mechanics sa Singapore. Okay? So, ako nag-screen. So, isa ron, nagbigay ng aircraft mechanics So, ibinigay niya license. Pa-original talaga. Kaya lang yung issue, yung problema, yung number at taas. Sabi ko sa kanya, sino gumawa na itong license mo? Sabi niya, akin niya, sir. Sige, bumalik ka bukas bumalik ka. Hindi na bumalik Kasi questionable yung license niya, taas-taas na number niya. Okay? So, yun. So, natakot. Kasi pwede ko pa ipa-NBI siya, pagbalik niya, abang na sa kanya. Kasi balik ka bukas, usap tayo bukas. So, hindi na bumalik. Okay? Kasi paid. Okay. Tapos meron pa niya gumagamit ng lisensya na numero. Tama yung number, pero ibang tao ginagamit niya. Okay? So, may narekomenda na ako niyan noon na sa kabilang campus yun, ginagamit niya ibang pangalan. So, ewan ko kung anong ginawa sa kanya ng presidente. Presidente kasi hindi rin nakikinig. So, inano ko yun, inalaraman ko sila na the guy is using a fake license. Yung problema nga ron, naging ano na siya naging assistant professor na siya because of the license. So sabi ko, dapat yan, terminate yan Kasi from the very start, from instructor 1, fake yung ginagamit. So I don't know, hindi ko na inano yun kasi baka sabihin personal, di ba? So, sila na bahala ron as long as yung may report, so sila na yung gumawa, di ba? So, baka sabihin ng tao, pinay-personal siya Yeah, mga policy statement, yan, so on. Administrative action. I'm just giving you kasi sa tagal ko dito sa sa licensing, no, marami talagang Pero ngayon medyo maigpit na sila. Kasi noon papel nga lang yung lisensya noon Ngayon yun parang ATM. ATM na siya. So ito, suspension and revocation, okay, and so on, no. Re-examination or re-inspection. So yan, civil penalty, siyempre ibang bayad dyan, suspension, revocation, surrender of license. Kung minsan kasi, mag-expire yung license mo, di ba? Kunyari, aircraft mechanic ka. Then, nung nag-aircraft mechanic ka, nagbakasyon ka, hindi mo ngayon nagamit yung pagiging aircraft mechanic mo, o kaya piloto ka, no? Pwede mo munang i-surrender. I-surrender mo muna siya para hindi siya mag-expire. Okay? Kasi mahirap yan pagka inabot sa kamay mo ng expiration. Mag-exam ka ulit. Kukunin mo yung civil air. Ito lang ang exam mo. Kunyari, lisensyado ka. License ka. Nag-expire yung license mo. Hindi mo na renew. So, magre-renew ka ngayon. Nakita expired. Expired na to So, kailangan kumuha ka ng CAR na subject. Pag nagpasa mo yung CAR, i-renew yung license mo. Bakit? Kasi nasa CAR, yung license, no? Yung renewal of license, di ba? Nakalimutan mo mag-renew So, ibig sabihin, kailangan review mo yung CAR. And pag nag-exam ka naman sa CAR, hindi lang ibibigay sa iyo yung ito. Yung mga civil penalties and so on and so forth. Buo yan, buong CAR ang exam mo. Di ba? Kawawa ka, di ba? I-review mo yung buo na yan. Yan voluntary surrender or exchange of license. Okay, so pasahin yan. Pero sinasabi ko na sa inyo, ina-highlights ko na pwede mo i-surrender kasi hindi mo ginamit para hindi ka abutin ng expiration sa kamay mo. Okay, prohibition on performance during medical deficiencies. Assuming na may medical deficiency ka, pwede ka bigyan ng 3 months lang, then re-medical examination ka na naman. Psychoactive substance testing and reporting, okay? So, ayan. So, siyempre, sinecheck rin yung alcohol in the blood. Okay. When requested by a law enforcement officer of the authority or refuses to furnish or to authorize the release of test result requested by the authority. So, yan. Pag sinabi sa'yo na magpa-alcohol test ka, hindi yung hindi yung iniihipan Hindi yung ginagawa sa mga blood. Sa blood ka kukunan, no? Doon makikita, no? Tala 100% shoot yan. Kasi, di ba, sa sasakyan yung isusubo lang sa'yo, di ba? Doon hindi. Sa blood, titingnan. Yung dugo mo, titingnan kung may alcohol. So, mabigat, di ba? Iba yun, no? Kasi dito sa ihip lang ganun, pwedeng dayain mo pwede. Okay, mga narcotic drugs and so on, stimulants, substance and so on, no? So, kailangan clean ka. If you are a airman, you must be clean. Okay, wala kang drugs, wala kang alcohol, wala kang lahat. Okay? But sometimes you can socialize, pwede kang uminom and so on. But of course, it should be moderate, no? Natansyahin mo na hindi siya papasok sa blood mo. Ito yung mahirap ha. Sabihin ko sa inyo, ito. Yung mga drugs, no? Ito yung mga narcotics, mga yan. Yan. Pag ikaw, airman ka, nag-try ka ng ganito, patay na yung ano mo, patay na yung profession mo. Kasi ito, nag-i-stay yan sa blood ng matagal. Nag-i-stay yan, sabihin ko sa inyo. Yung mga drugs, nag-i-stay yan. Even sa hair mo pagka nakuha ka ng hair, yung sample mo, dun makikita na gumagamit ka ng drugs. So, mabigat, di ba? Kung sawa ka na sa buhay mo, yan, gawin mo yan. So, tapos na yung profession mo. Okay? Pero kung alcohol lang, socializing lang naman, walang problema yan. Basta konti lang, moderate. Okay? Pero pagka pumasok ka na sa narcotics, drugs, and so on, mabigat yan, no? Mabigat yan. Sira na yung career mo rin pag ganyan. Okay, so you will have that. Okay, you make basa this, So, 1033. Evaluation of request. So, that is your safety management system. Okay? AOC, ATO, AMO, Internal General Aviation, and so on. Okay. Safety management, civil air regulation, definition implementing standard, no, up to 2013 ito. So ito yung mga bayaran mo, no? Air operator certificate holder, pagka may violation ka yan, maximum 500,000, 400,000, 300,000. Yan. Bayad lang yan, babayaran mo or may kulong mo rito. Civil penalty, minimum, and so on. Revocation of license, Illegal carriers of controlled substance with knowledge of carrier. Okay? So yan, ang dami. Yan, tandaan yan, Hindi mo ito tandaan. Basahin nyo lang. So, without certificate, maximum civil penalty, suspension, and so on. Yan yung mga, mga penalty, no? Yan. Ang dami niya, no? Yan ang listahan. So, syempre, pagka may violation ka, tignan mo na yan kung anong posibleng ibigay sa iyo. Safety management system, and so on. Kaya, guys, ang dami to kasi 18. Di ba? Part 18 to nakailang weeks na tayo. So, hindi natin pwede. Yan, airborne collision avoidance system. Yan, definition na naman to. Basahin niyo yan. So, for review na lang yan, Punta na tayo sa Yan, para malaman niyo yung mga terminology, no? So, pagka nasa aviation ka, yan talagang gagamitin mong terminology. Hindi ka pupulot ng basta-basta. Yan, yung mga pinag-usapan natin kanina. Critical angle of attack, dangerous goods incident. Yan, yung kanina, yung mga minention, yan, extended range operation, facility, factor of safety. Yan. Flight container, ground-to-air communication, ground visibility, heavier than air, helicopter operating limit, holding procedure. Yan ang dami. Yan, least wet. A least where the aircraft provided with crew. Yan, least wet. Yan. Yung inupahan mo, yung nilis mong aircraft, meron siyang crew. Yung driver, at least where the aircraft is provided without crew. Kita mo, wala. Walang crew. So, pagka may crew ka, may maintenance yan. Pagka walang crew, walang maintenance. Least, damp, or moist. A wet lease aircraft that includes the cockpit crew but not the cabin crew. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang cockpit crew, so may piloto, pero wala kang flight attendant. Yan ang tinatawag na damp or moist. Okay? Kaya magandang business, magpapaupa ka lang ng aeroplano. Tapos, meron ka rin sarili mga piloto, may sarili ka rin flight attendant, and so on. So, yan yung mga meaning kanina. Dami, So, specific siya. May mga bar. Nakita yung mga bar? May mga bar, Bar. Yung mga bar. Kita yung mga bar, so ibig binago yan, Kasunod niyan yung amendments niya. Ano pa tayo na may bar? Parang wala na. So, ang daming definition. Yan, definition, no? So, tandaan nyo lang kasi, siyempre, pag exam, nakalagay yan. So, ano yung meaning, di ba? World Area Forest Systems. So, yan ang natin. Then, of course, lampas na tayo ng 10:30. Punta na natin isa. Yung part 2, personnel licensing. Okay? So, as I've said nga, asynchronous yung mga natira, and the rest is asynchronous. All you have to do is to read. Okay? So, okay lang ka. So, kasi, pag binasa mo naman to ma-well-versed ka sa mga terminology na ginagamit sa aviation. And of course, sabi ko, kung aerospace vehicle yung gagamitin mo, the same rin yung gagamitin mo eh. Kasi dadaan ka sa atmosphere. Pag dumaan ka sa atmosphere, to make up ka sa atmosphere, pagbalik mo sa atmosphere, yan rin ang terminology kasi coverage yan ng Aviation Authority, Civil Aviation Authority. So, personnel licensing. So, ito yan. So, sabi, no 23 March na naman, nagsimula, and so on, and so forth. So, kanina rin yan. Yan rin yan. The same rin yan. Okay? Ito nga yung amendments. Okay? Ayan. First amendments, demonstration of knowledge and comprehension of the English language on validation flight crew licenses. Okay? So, kailangan magaling mag-English. Okay? Limitation of privileges of pilots who have attained their 60th birthday. Limitation. Dito kasi sa university namin, di sa kabila, no? Kasi di ba connected ako sa kabila. University, yung ano namin rin, yung CEO namin, piloto. May edad na siya, piloto siya ng helicopter. Okay. Pero yung helicopter niya, yung brand yun na helicopter, yung Airbus helicopter. Kita niyo ba yung Airbus na ginagamit ng PNP? Yun, may ganun kami rin sa kabila. So, more than 60 na. So, most probably, meron siya sa limitation of privilege. So, curtailment of privileges of pilot who have attained their 65th birthday. Amendments on medical fitness of airline transport pilot license. So, makita nyo ito kasi sa subject natin ito, yung part 2 is licensing. So, makita nyo ito, puro licenses yan. Okay, medical requirements of scheduled commercial air operators. Inserted vertical bars on the previous amendments. Okay, abbreviation, licenses, certificate, and so on. Okay, language proficiency. Siyempre, meron yan language proficiency kasi. Okay, rating for cabin crew member license. Ito kasi yung cabin crew, flight attendants is already securing a license. Dati wala silang lisensya. Pag natapos sila sa training, flight attendant, na ngayon, nag-license pa sila. Kumukuha sila ng lisensya. Okay? Ito, 65th and 67th birthday, of course. Pero ito mga 65th and 67-year-old na to, mga ano pa to eh, malalakas pa to eh. Mas malakas pa yata sa akin to. So ito, malalakas pa yung iba riyan. Okay? So ito nga, kumisa nakakasalubong pa to si Atskis no? Nagja-jogging pa yun eh. Ako hindi na, naglalakad na lang eh. Siya nagja-jogging pa. Airline Transport Pilot License, Language Proficiency, Type Rating, Helicopter. Okay? Yan. Puro license yan ha. Take note ha. Yan yung mga amendments niya. Katulad din niya kanina. Siyempre kasama rito, accountable executive. Yan. Pumasok rin dito kasi sa license rin yan. Yan. So may kita nyo. Yan yung amendments. Okay. Ano ngayon yung list of effective pages? Ito yung mga tinamaan na pages. Yan. Okay. So, kita mo, hanap na tayo ng 2024. Kita ka latest. Nakita ko latest is 2018. 2018, okay. 2016, meron. 2021, meron 2021, no? So, yan. Ito kasi, itong part 2 na to, licensing, is 232 pages. 232. Kayang ubusin yung semester natin ito eh. Pero sabi nga sa inyo, pag hindi natin natapos, take home. I-take home nyo na. Then, all you have to do is to just read, and understand. Okay? Don't memorize. Baka mapuno yung memory bank natin riyan. So, ito yung coverage niya. Okay? Ratings, okay, medical fitness, validity of license, and so on. Okay, so meron siyang military competence, special rules, military pilots, military flight engineers, military mechanics, and so on. Bakit? Lumilipad rin naman sila eh. Lumilipad rin sila. Kaya kung minsan may kita mo, may mga military pilots rin na nakapag-coordinate sa CAAP based on licenses. Okay? Kasi last time, nung pumunta ako sa CAAP, nakita ko naman yung mga estudyante ko, ng mga opisyal. Doon naman sila, hindi sila sa Air Force, sa PNP sila lahat. Nasa PNP, nakita ko sila lahat doon. No? Nagre-renew sila ng license sila. Okay? Kasi kailangan rin yan. Because they are flying on the coverage ng CAAP. Okay? So malalaman mo kasi kaya naka-uniforme. No? Naka-uniforme sila ron naka-overall. Sila hindi sila nagsisibilyan. Eh siyempre, para priority. Paunahin. Okay? The commercial pilot license, airline transport, multi-crew pilot license, FPL, multi-crew pilot license. No? Pero pa tinatawag na LFO, Line Flight Officer, Line Flight Officer. Dati noon, nangyari, merong inadapt rito na, ewan ko lang kung narito, yung LFO, Line Flight Officer, lilipat siya ng Airbus 320 pero hindi siya nakapag-actual ng Airbus 320. Graduate siya sa simulator. Pero pag upo niya sa cockpit, yung kapitan, dito siya, tawag sa kanya, LFO, Line First Officer. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, biyasa siya lumipad ng simulator pero hindi pa siya nakalipad sa actual aircraft. Okay? So, doon siya ngayon magte-training. Ayos ano? Doon siya magte-training. Pero the same rin yung ano niya. Yung the same na simulator lang yan. Yung issue lang rito, totoong aeroplano yung sinasakay niya na, hindi na simulator. Aviation maintenance technician, aviation maintenance licensing, di ba? Skill requirements, duration of license, recent experience, requirements, display of license, aircraft, aviation maintenance specialist, rating, ito, AMS, yan tatawag natin na, yan, aviation maintenance specialist, yan tatawag natin na avionics. Yan yung nagwo-work sa instrument ng aircraft. Yung aircraft maintenance technician license, ito, aircraft maintenance technician license, yan yung sa structure at saka sa power plant. Okay? Yun yung area niya. Structure and power plant. Itong AMS, instrument, communication and navigation. Diyan siya. Diyan siya magaling. Okay? So, we have air traffic controller. So, aeronautical station operation licenses, medical provisions, okay, aviation medical examiner, aviation medical examination, special inclusion room, and so on. So, ang dami. So, kita nyo naman sa rito, kailangan physically fit ka. Physically fit. And of course, siyempre, yung una-una rito, you should not be a color blind. Okay? Color blind. Okay? Kasi yung mga wire, kasi nagwo-work ka sa aircraft maintenance technician ka o kaya avionics ka, yung mga wire ko minsan color-coded. Baka mali-mali pinagdudugtong mo, no? Hindi mo kilala yung kulay. Color-coded, ha? Yung mga wire. Okay? Kasi sa sobrang dami ng wire at saka sa sobrang dami ng connection, color-coded, ha? Kaya hindi pinapayagan yung color blind. Okay? So baka 4 na kulay ang hindi mo kayang basahin and so on and so forth. So may problema tayo riyan. Okay? Sabi nila ipapalaser lang. Malay ko ba kung kakayanin ng laser yan, di ba? Yung problema kasi kulay, di ba? Hindi naman yung linaw. Okay? Malinaw ka nga, hindi mo naman makita yung kulay, di ba? So yan. So we have abbreviation dito, no? Yan. Air traffic control, crew resource management, commercial pilot license, designated flight engineer examiner. Ito. DME. So on. Instrument landing. Yan. So yan yung mga term And of course, you have here your, what are the licenses? PPL, CPL, ATPL, MPL, glider, pre-balloon, flight engineer, flight navigator, aviation maintenance technician, specialist, air traffic controller license, flight operation officer, aeronautical station operator, yan. Yan yung mga license ha. Air traffic safety electronic personnel. Okay, siyempre license yan, may katumbas na pera yan. May mga bayad yan. Okay. Yan. So, we have the ratings to. Pwede ka ratings for airplane, helicopter, glider, pre-balloon. Okay, class rating, pwedeng single engine land, single engine sea, multi-engine land, multi-engine sea. Okay, class rating, and so on. Instrument rating, instrument, airplane, instrument, helicopter. Okay, type rating, instructor rating, aerodrome control rating. Yan. Those are the ratings. So, other than your, kasi nakalagay rin, kunyari, PPL, CPL, rating, Cessna 150, 152, 172. Okay? And Cessna 207, Cessna 208. Malaki na yun. Caravan yun, yung 208. Okay? So, nakalagay yung mga aeroplano. So, ibig sabihin, kahit lisensya ka, may type rating ka na pwede mo lang ilipad. Hindi ka katulad sa LTO na pinigyan ka ng license, pwede mong i-drive lahat, no? Pwede ka mag-drive ng ng Honda, pwede ka mag-drive ng Toyota, iba-ibang klase, SUV, sedan, and so on and so forth. Dito, sa atin, naka-indicate lang sa license mo kung anong aircraft ang ililipad mo. Pag sinabing rating mo is 150 and 152, doon ka lang, hindi ka pwede lumipad ng 172. Mas lalo 207 at saka 208, malalaki yun. Okay? Sasabihin mo, pare-pareho lang naman yan eh. Pare-pareho nga, pero hindi ka rating. So you need to show your competency. Kailan lumipad ka kasama mo yung certifying authority para makita lang na marunong ka. At saka, kailangan mo may training ka ron dahil specific na aircraft. Okay? Hindi ka katulad ng sasakyan, di ba? Umpisa nga sanay ka sa manual, sa automatic, hirap ka, di ba? Parang sa kotse, di ba? Yung iba, hindi marunong mag-drive ng automatic, di ba? So, pagka umatras ka, intend mo muna uminto, baka ka mag-shift ng gear kasi masisira yung automatic transmission mo. Mahirapan yan. Okay? Hindi ka katulad ng manual, umaandar pa, nagre-reverse ka na agad. Di ba? Nagre-reverse ka na, nagpapalit ka na, nag-shift ka na. Okay? Sa kasi, it takes time to change the gears, no? Di ba ganun ba? And of course, the airworthy. Dito naman yung roadworthy doon, dito naman airworthy. Okay? Kailangan certified ka for that. Okay, so ito, mga nakalagay po ito, ICAO Annex, di ba? So, ATPL, 1,500 as pilot in command, multi-pilot certificates. 1,500 hours na. You know, during the early years, no, nung nagkulang yung mga piloto noon, kahit 500 hours nga, tinatanggap na ng airline. 500 hours lang. Ito ba, 1,500 hours, diba? Noon, 500 hours, pwede ka ng, tapos i-check ride ka, pag 500 hours mo nakita na magaling ka talaga, tanggap ka na sa airline. Okay, noon yun, kulang yung piloto noon, nagkulang. Kulang yung piloto, no? ATPL, 1,000 hours. Siyempre, pera pa rito yung PPL mo at saka commercial, yung private pilot at saka commercial. Pinag-usapan rin ito, ATPL ha. Ito, 500 hours, ATPL-A or CPL. Malit lang na aeroplano ito 500 hours nga lang. Commercial air transport in multi-pilot airplanes as co-pilot. So ito yung mga propeller, the two engine. No? Hindi yan yung air transport pilot talaga na malalaking aeroplano. So ito, CPL, commercial pilot, okay? Yan. Flight engineer. Conversion of flight crew licenses, ICAO Annex 1. So lahat may binibigay siyang ICAO, pero as I've said, hindi natin kakalkaling ICAO na yan kasi malawak yan. Okay? Validation and conversion of flight crew licenses by reliance upon the licensing system of another contracting state. So, read nyo na lang yan. Read. Validation of foreign mechanic license. So, siyempre, kunyari, foreigner ka, pumunta ka rito, hindi ka pwede magtrabaho ka agad. Kailangan, kumuha ka ng special permit, no? Or equivalent license para ka magtrabaho dito. Okay? Yan yung MRA, yung Mutual Recognition Agreement. Mutual Recognition Agreement. No? Kaya lang yung problema kasi, katulad sa atin, sa ibang bansa pupunta roon, 300 lang. Pupunta nila rito, 1,000 sila. So, ang dami natin bibigyan ng license. Yung nire-deploy natin is 300, kulang, di ba? Ibig sabihin, yung equivalency ng numbers, medyo talo tayo. Even in other engineering program, di ba? Kunyari, mga engineers, no? Di sa atin, lalabas 300 na engineer. Yung papasok from the other country is 1,000. So may disparity, di ba? Parang talo tayo kasi yung kinuha nila is 300, sa kuha natin is 1,000, di ba? So military pilot, so ano yun, military flight engineer. So meron pa rin yan dito kasi siyempre they have to fly also. So they have to have their own license which is from CAAP. Yan. Yan. An official armed forces ordered to flight duty as a military pilot and so on. So basahin nyo lang yan. So knowledge and skill test and check, time, place, designated person, and format. Okay. Language proficiency, recording of flight time, siyempre may logbook yan. Noong araw, uso padding, di ba? Naka 1,000 flight hours na hindi pa marunong, di ba? Kasi pinapadding lang, no? Pinapadding nila. So, lilipad yung isa, pati sa kanya, nilalagay. So, yung problema niya, pagka nag-test, pagka nag-check ride, hindi alam, no? Hindi ka marunong mag-start ng aeroplano, eh. Di ba? Yung mga ganun ba, no? Pero ngayon, medyo maigpit na, siyempre. Yan. So, ano nyo na lang yan, ha? Hindi naman natin masyado itong ano, eh. Okay, reinstatement of privileges of expired pilot licenses and rating. So, basahin niya yan. So, basa na. Basa. Dami na ito. 232. So, ito, sa mga licenses, yung iba sa inyo, kung gustong magpiloto, so ito dapat basahin nyo. Okay, kung 65th and 67 birthday, no? O, ano mangyari? Yan. May mga lumilipad pa naman yan. So, yung CRM is Crew Resource Management. No? Alam mo, 2 hours lang topic eh. Pero ang dami na ito, sabi ko sa inyo. Kasi batas eh. Mga regulation eh. So, ito, yung marami ka rito is to read. Read, and read. Okay, so Berlo you send them the copy. Or you go to the CAAP website and download. I-download nyo na lang. Then, babasahin nyo lang yan. Ang dami yan. Okay, so, wala na tayong time. Okay. So, hindi naman natin pwedeng himay-himayin ito kasi baka tapos na yung semester, ito pa lang nadidiscuss natin. Eh, sabi nga sa inyo, hanggang part 18 tayo. Part 18. Yung FI, flight instructor, syempre. So, sa flying lahat yan eh. Sabi mga ano nito iba. Flight engineer, okay? So, pwede ka pumasok ng flight engineer, no? Okay, the applicant for a flight engineer license shall be not less than 80 years old. Shall not be less than, sino mag-graduate ng, di ba? Ito pag gawin mo, hindi ka 18 years of age eh. Air law, aircraft general knowledge, ito. Ito yung mga e-examine niya. Para maging flight engineer ka. Flight navigator. But of course, sometimes, kita mo, January 2024 edition, bagong-bago tong nire-review natin. 2024 edition yan. Yan o, 2024. So, ngayon yan. Okay? So, kaya ito, pag na-consume natin to, out na to. Kasi baka meron ng susunod. Baka meron ng February, March, and so on. But anyway, January and July lang naman yan binabago eh. Di ba kanina, tandaan nyo? Nag-a-amend yung CAAP January and July. So, ibig sabihin, sa July, magbubukas ulit tayo magda-download ulit tayo, July. So, may bagong amendments yan sa July. January and July. So, sabi, di ba? Ginaya niya yung FAR na meron siyang sinusunod naman for such amendment. Okay, so, if you are the boss, yung secretary mo, kailangan by January, nag-browse siya rito, titignan niyo yung mga bago. Then, i-report niya sa boss yan. Sa July, mag-browse na naman siya, titignan niyo yung bago, i-report niya sa boss. Okay? Tanong. Ito ang tanong. Sir, paano yun, sir, kung wala pang July? O kaya wala pang January? Paano natin i-inform yung mga air operator at saka yung mga airman na merong ganitong dapat na gawing regulation. Yan. So magbibigay sila ng yung CAAP ngayon, since very important, no? Mag-issue siya yung advisory circular. Yan. So mag-issue siya ngayon, lahat ng airline bibigyan niya advisory circular. Okay, na ganito gawin. Kasi hindi pa siya makapag-post kasi wala pang July. O kaya wala pang January. Pero papasok kaya sa advisory circular. Okay? So, iyon, advisory circular, siyempre wala pa siya rito kasi baka sa July pa ilagay yan. Okay? Pero napaunahan na yung mga tao. Okay, assuming na advisory circular, okay, remove and replace yung bolt sa wing. Okay? Kasi they just found out na nagkakrak, di ba? Yung mga ganun. So, siyempre, hindi mo na-intay sa July pa yan, no? Magbibigay ka na ng advisory circular. Okay? So, yun. Pag alanganin pa. Okay? So, pati yung grade ng fuel, and so on and so forth. 11. Okay, lahat yan. Mga license lang naman to. Guys, So, yan. Yung iba sa inyo, baka gusto mag-flight attendant later on, kung super ganda. Pero hindi rin hindi. Basta matangkad, gano'n. So, magaling ka magsalita. Okay, yung iba kasi marami na ako, may mga kilala ako, hindi ko na-handle kasi siya yung estudyante ko, may halong Haponesa, may pagka-Haponesa. Siya, graduate siya ng avionics. Pero hindi ko naging estudyante avionics. Yun nga, ginawa kong reference. Nung tinawagan ako ng Cebu Pac, sabi sa akin, sir, kilala mo ba ito si blank. Sabi ko, yes. Sabi ko, ano kaya? Estudyante namin niya, pero hindi ko na-handle. Sabi niya kasi, sir, is applying for a avionics technician. Sabi ko, okay naman yan. May license na yan. Sabi niya, hindi sir, pwede sir sa flight attendant na lang namin lagay ito. So yun, sabi ko, hindi so okay. Sabi ko yun. Tapos nagkita kami sa terminal. Yun na, flight attendant na nga. Nagano siya, flight attendant. Doon siya nalagay. Sabi sir, sa akin ito, pag nilagay natin, dito na nasa flight attendant. Sabi ko, okay, thank you. So yung HR mismo. So yun lang, mga ganun ba? So, if you want to travel more abroad, no? Kasi meron na regional travel yan ngayon nag-a-apply na yung Cebu Pac papuntang US, di ba? Manila, US direct. Okay. Dati region lang sila. Dito lang, Singapore, Japan, yan. Ito. Siyempre, siyempre, hindi ka pwedeng magpapa-BP ka, iinom ka na ng mga gamot kaagad, no? So, para control. So, alam nila yan. Huwag ka mandadaya, di ba? Baka lagyan mo kaagad ng mga, ano bang ginagamit ron? Calci block, di ba? I-calci block mo agad, no? So, siyempre, pag tinignan ka nila, normal pressure ka. Normal BPID. Pero alam nila yan. Okay? So, ayan. Meron niyang Manual of Civil Aviation Medicine, ha? Ayan, yan, yung mga ano. Okay? So, hindi ka basta-basta pupunta sa ibang hospital para magpa-medical, no? Yung ano mismo yung mag-ano sila, magkakandak, no? Medical history or clinical diagnosis of any mental abnormality, personality disorder, or neurosis which according to the accredited medical conclusion. Okay, pati yung katinuan mo, titignan rin yan. So, titignan nyo kung matino ka, baka hindi ka matino. Kawawa naman yung mga pasahero natin. Diba? Visual requirements, yan, siyempre. Depth perception, okay. Nung kami noon, nag-training kami, may depth perception, no? Titignan mo kung anong mas malalim. Yung butas o yung ball, di ba? Tamo kung ano yung nasa ano. Kung ano yung malalim, ganyan. Kung ano yung malalim, kung ito yung nauna o yan nauna. Eh kaso nakaganan. Kung iyan, ito. Nasabi mo kung ano yung nasa unahan, kung nasa, at saka yung sa tenga. Yan rito. Then, patutulungin. Ting! Ting! Kung minsan, narinig mo, dito sa gitna eh. Pero dapat i-identify mo kung nasa kanan o nasa, di ba? Ang hirap, di ba? May tutunog yan sa kanan. Pag tunog sa kanan, parang yung tunog nasa gitna. Pag tumunog sa kaliwa, parang yung tunog sa gitna. Pero kailan i-identify mo siya kung dito o dito. So pagka, ting, gamanon, i-identify mo galing dito siya. Pagka tumunog ulit, dito ulit, dito. Eh kung mali-mali pinagtuturo mo, may problema ka. So yun, sa here. Okay. Yung depth perception naman sa runway, di ba? Para makita mo kung gaano kalalim yung runway pa. Kaya maraming ano yan. Siyempre, hindi mo gaganapin yan sa hospital. No? Diyan yan gaganapin kasi meron silang facilities riyan. Okay. Then also, colored Ishihara. Ishihara tawag ron. Ishihara. No? Chine-check mo yung colored. So, marami yung tuldok-tuldok gano'n, pero may number yan sa loob. So, sasabihin siya, ano number? Wala kang makita number, di ba? So, may problema yung mata natin, di ba? So, ayan. So, okay na nito ha. So, it's almost time. Okay, ipadaan na lang natin. So, ayan. So, after this, you have a lot of readings to make, no? Gawin yan. So, January 2024. So, bago to ha. Brand new tong repress natin. Okay? Okay. So, stop presenting na tayo. It's almost time. We're done already, no? We're done. The rest will be asynchronous. Okay? If you have time, kasi ito lang tayo, di ba? Ito lang yung course natin. So, you have time, you just read and understand. Kasi, pagkatapos ng semester, hindi mo na, hindi mo na babalikan yan. Hindi mo babalikan yan. Sabi ko sa'yo. Ngayon mo basahin. Kasi ngayon yung course. So, you just give a little time, okay? Maybe before sleeping, you read. Okay? Basta matuto ka lang. Then, of course, as I've said nga, pag ito natapos yung semester, susunod, sasabihin mo, next sem ko na babasahin yan. Hindi mo na babasahin yan, sabihin ko sa'yo. Hindi mo babasahin. Mas maganda pa, nadaanan mo. Okay? Eh, kami, paulit-ulit eh. Pinapareview ko kasi sa board 2 eh. So, nire-review namin sa board 2, no? Lahat yan. Pero siyempre, area-area, hindi yung hihimayin talaga na babasahin. Kasi, usually, mga estudyante na nagre-review, nadaanan na nila yan eh. So, area-area na lang ikukunin. Yung mga important na lang. Eh, lahat naman important. So, ito ang important. Check natin yung test natin. Okay, class. So that's it for today. I hope you have some knowledge, no, regarding this. You have